Hi Northview, I'm just going to try this out. I copied and pasted the animal, well each of the classes, to Eclipse in a project, and I just wanted to show here when I cut and paste I can see there is an X, so I have an extra bracket, so I just backspace, but it's still not indented nicely. So what you can do is select Control A, go up to Source, and correct indentation. Another thing I notice when I cut and paste, and it happens in Dr. Java as well, so I'm assuming if you're using BlueJ, possibly the same thing, the quotes never get copied over correctly, so I just have to redo that as well. And I did that already. So I just want to review some of the material from the first assignment given out after Monday's lesson. So you need to create, once you copy over the four classes, just close that one so I only have those four open. And you're asked to create a student object. What you need to do, clicking on source again, select new class, and I'm going to call it test student. Call it something else other than the class that you just defined, that you're creating objects of. I want a main in there. So in your student class you would not have a main method. So in here I'll say student square bracket s equals new student square bracket 5, and if I want to get input from the user, I'll get input java.util.scanner, and inside my main I'll create a scanner object coming from system.in, and print out a nice message, system.out.println, enter 5 names, 1 per line. So these extra quotes here. So for any time you want to do something with an array, it's recommended that you have a for loop. So int I equals 0, I less than s dot length, I plus plus, system.out.print, enter name, and we'll say string name equals in dot next line, and then we'll say si, so creating the new student object, new student, and I'll pass it not in quotes, name, and then I'm just going to add a line. Do that, and then I'm just going to print them out so I can see that it was done correctly. I just want to look at the student class, and I'll just print the message I less than s dot length, I plus plus, system.out.println s dot message. Now if I go and run this, Error exists in project. Where is my error? Ah, I have to say which student. SI. Now. Okay. Oh. Extra bracket. Control. No. Control A. Correct indentation. Looks okay. Oops. Curly bracket, curly bracket. Unresolved compilation error. Ah. I don't know why I have this. Should be import. Okay. There we go. Enter a name. So, Harris. Enter another name. I'm not sure about this interface. See. Josh. Yes, I'm going to think of names here. And okay, so it went and printed everything out. Now your next part of the assignment is to double the size of the array. So I was thinking of that. You can't actually double the size of an array in Java. What you have to do is create a new array. I'm going to try this. What I had done is I looked at the array class in Java, and I can see in the array class they allow you to make a copy of an array. If you look here, but they return different types. Our array is of type student, so we need a general one. So if you look here, we've got static copy of, and it returns whatever type you're passing in. New length. So I'm going to, and it copies a specified array, truncating or padding with nulls if necessary. So the copy has a specified length. So I'm going to specify the length as, wrong window, s equals, and it's a static method, so I have to put in the name of the class, which is a big A array, copy of. I'm going to make a copy of s, and the new going to put it in s itself, and it's going to be new length, s dot length times 2. And then what I'm going to do to make sure, oops, I got to put it inside my main. To make sure it was done correctly, I'm going to cut and paste this loop that prints out the messages again. But it's going to fail. Instead of si.message, I'm just going to print si, and I'll talk about that later. I always like things to look nice. Correct indentation. Run. Oops. What's going on? Line 24. What's going on? Okay. I think the problem is this is the arrays class, not the array class. Arrays, maybe I have to import it, java.util.arrays. Import java.util.arrays. Arrays. Okay, so I'm just going to be unoriginal in my names. And you can see here, it copied them all over. And what this is, we'll talk about it tomorrow, this is the memory location where the object is stored. And that's an example of copying over an array twice the size. That's it.